It passed the mock.
I really like donuts.
James, your grandma.
You're acting like a 3-year-old.
Oh, I know. I can't help it.
Yeah, Harbor Life is turning 3. Here we go. Well, Harbor Life began in 2016 after a summer of struggling with what exactly God wanted for us. My wife and I just felt burdened that there was more for us, and we wanted to do something that made a difference for the Lord, something that just really mattered. And God led us to start Harbor Life Baptist Church, matter of fact, right here in our home. That first Sunday, September the 25th, we had 21 people here that day, and it was exciting to us because, I mean, these were friends and neighbors. We had knocked on their doors and didn't know if they'd come, but here we were, just a early beginning. And then having that first few weeks, and I remember my wife taking kids to the garage for the kids class and in and out, and man, we had dinners every day, every Sunday. People would hang out here at the house, and just those few months, those first few months, we just bonded and grew. And then Lord moved us to our clubhouse right here at Sable Harbor, and we were only there maybe a month before we had to move again, and then this is where we've been now for almost 2.5 years.
From the beginning, it was really exciting, but also very challenging. I took the kids and started a children's class, which I tried to do in some of the bedrooms, but they were jumping on the beds, bouncing off the walls. So then we moved to the garage, and it was a little bit breezy or sometimes too buggy out there. But we made the best of it and just tried to have fun and teach them some songs and some truths from the Bible. And then we moved to the clubhouse, and again, I was outside actually on the sidewalk. I set up a little table and we would color and talk about Jesus. But it was exciting just to see the neighbor kids just come and learn and grow and be excited.
So one of the things that we learned along the way is God will always bring the right people in the right time. When we began the church, I was really praying, God, would you just help us? I'm going to need you to bring families, people that can help me, because I don't know and I'm not able to handle everything. And especially at the beginning with the music, we really struggled for several months in trying to work that out. And I prayed, I said, God, we need some help in this area. And I was surprised and just shocked because Ben Bruce reached out to us and said, hey, I've heard you've started a church, I'd like to talk to you. And I remember sitting down with him and he said, I feel like God wants me to come and be a part of your church and help you with the music. Matter of fact, I remember the first first thing I said to him was like, you realize we can't pay you. Like, I'm not getting paid, nobody's getting paid. And he said, no, I know, but I feel that's what God wants me to do. And just that heart of service and saying, I got to do what God wants me to do. I just knew God was, for somebody to leave a paid position to come here and do that, that was just, to me, it was like, why would you do that? One of the things that was kind of exciting along the way is in the following year, that summer in June, after about 10 months, when things had settled in and God had been blessing, we decided that we would do a charter service. And for those of you who don't know, when you begin a church, part of the legalities is to have a membership. And so we, at that point, really didn't have people joining in members. And so we chartered our first time of membership. And it was just a very sobering moment for us, because it was at that point a group of us that saying we are making a pact together that we're going to reach people with the gospel of Christ right here in Bradenton. And it was just a special night, and many of you that are here today were there that night, and you remember that time. And from that moment, it's just God's sprung some great things in our church, and many more have, of course, become a part, and we're looking forward to some of you even joining in the very near future as well.
We are so excited about the past at Harbor Life Baptist Church, but we are looking forward to the future.
Yeah, I know we've talked a lot today about the history of the church and what's happened the last 3 years. And of course, on a birthday, that's what you do, is you look back. But honestly, we're just more excited about the future, because what God has done in just 3 short years, we know He's got so much more in store for us here at the church. And we're just humbled to be a part of that. Thank you for growing this with us, and thank you for being a part of God's plan here in Bradenton.